Hello everyone, my name is Christina Rybalka and I'm the president of UCC Saskatoon. On this 88th anniversary of the Holodomor, Ukrainians around the world join Ukraine in remembering and honoring the victims and survivors of the genocide which happened in 1932-33. The Holodomor, when translated, means death by hunger or death by starvation. It was Joseph Stalin's attempt at eliminating the Ukrainian people. Millions died, and then he tried to cover it up. Until recently, many survivors had kept their stories a secret because of fear. After Ukraine's independence in 1991, more people decided to share what had happened. Ukraine voted to recognize the Holodomor as a genocide in 2006, and Canada followed shortly after in 2008. To date, 14 countries have recognized the Holodomor as a genocide, and Ukrainians around the world are lobbying for others to as well. As Ukrainian descendants, it is our duty to make sure the truth continues to be shared and survivor stories told, and that we never forget all the victims who suffered and died so tragically. This is especially important now as survivors are getting older and passing away. I'd now like to share a personal story. I'm a descendant of both survivors and victims of the Holodomor. My Dito is a Holodomor survivor, and it wasn't until recently, in the early 2000s, when we started to hear stories of his experiences. I was interviewing my Dito for a school project on the Holodomor, and we got about halfway through the interview and things were getting very emotional. I will never forget when he looked me straight in the eye and said, "You do not know what it feels like to be truly hungry." And I could see it in his face, the horror of the memories that were coming back to him. It's difficult to know that someone you love so much has gone through something so tragic, and I can't even imagine how horrifying it must have been for the people who lived through it. Let us never forget what happened. Vічна pam'ять to all those who did not survive.